For the longest time, I thought the vanilla version of The Witcher 3 was just a starting point. A great foundation, sure, but something that needed to be fixed with mods to be truly perfect. I thought the people playing without mods were missing out. It took me hundreds of hours of tweaking, troubleshooting, and chasing that perfect setup to finally get it. The game was never broken. I was just sucking all the fun out of it. And the crazy part is, I know how good the original game is. I was actually in the middle of a playthrough, just recording some gameplay, and I fell in love with it all over again. You know that feeling, you're just riding your horse through the woods, the sun's going down, and you forget you're even supposed to be doing something. In that moment, I was like, okay, yeah, this is it. This is why the game is a masterpiece. But I can't have that experience anymore. I broke it. And this is how I did it. It started how it always does, on YouTube. I saw a video of someone's modded game, and it led me to Nexus mods. I got that little itch. Just one mod, right? Just a simple texture pack. And it worked. But then you see another. And another. Soon, I didn't just have one graphics mod, I had a whole suite. I was running all parts of the HD Reworked project. I had enhanced water, special lighting mods like promotional atmosphere. I wasn't an adventurer anymore. I was a director, forcing the game to look perfect for screenshots I wasn't even taking. Once you start fixing the visuals, you start seeing problems everywhere else. I got impatient with the gear grind. I found a console command called witchcraft. I typed it in, hit enter, and the game completely froze. For a few minutes, I seriously thought that was it, that I'd finally broken everything, for good. Then it stuttered back to life. My inventory had gone from about 40 items to nearly 4,000. Every sword, every piece of armor, every crafting material in the game. And it all felt like nothing, because I hadn't earned it. The convenience didn't stop there. I got annoyed with having to ride to a signpost to travel, so first I used a command to unlock every fast travel point on the map. When even that felt like too much work, I installed a mod that let me fast travel from literally anywhere. The entire concept of a journey, of traveling through the world, was just gone. Then I decided I wanted Roach to look different. But honestly, I was chasing something bigger than just a horse reskin. I had this vision of turning Geralt into Guts from Berserk. You know, the massive swords, the dark aesthetic, the whole tortured warrior thing. So I'm installing mods for the Guts swords, trying to get the armor just right. But the Roach mod I installed was a mess. The textures wouldn't work properly. 1 minute, Roach's feet were on fire. The next, his entire body would just disappear. And my perfect Guts build, half the armor pieces would clip through each other. It was a constant, frustrating cycle. And the worst part, a tough enemy would kill me a few times, and instead of learning the fight, I'd get annoyed, open the console, and turn on an invulnerability mod. It wasn't about overcoming a challenge anymore. It was just, get out of my way. And then it just got out of hand. My playtime counter was going up, but I wasn't actually playing. I was just troubleshooting. I'd spend whole evenings fixing load order conflicts and editing game files, all for that next little hit. The itch was constant. Try one mod, then immediately go back to Nexus to find the next one.
You'll choke to death on 3 pounds of steel.
The real turning point was during a major storyline quest. The writing was incredible, the characters were complex, this was supposed to be a peak moment in the game, but I had the invulnerability mod on. I was walking through combat encounters, literally yawning, trying to force myself to feel the tension. Here I was with Geralt looking exactly like I'd envisioned, this perfect Berserk-inspired monster hunter, and I felt absolutely nothing. I was telling myself, wow, this is beautiful, this is a masterpiece. But I felt nothing. The feeling of threat was gone, and without it, the amazing story just felt like a movie I was passively watching.
I love you, Yen.
And I love you.
At this point, my game was a complete mess. My computer sounded like it was about to take off. I had frame generation mods, ray tracing, everything cranked to ultra. The game would crash every 10 minutes. I had backups of my backup save files because I never knew when the whole thing was just going to implode. And when it did work, I was flying around as some bat creature. Yeah, I installed that too, skipping over the entire world. There was no discovery, no sense of a journey. I hadn't improved The Witcher. I'd just built some unstable, ugly thing on top of its corpse. The most depressing part was realizing I had achieved everything. The best graphics, every item, the ability to go anywhere instantly, and I felt nothing at all. It was like walking through a beautiful movie set after all the actors have gone home. It looks perfect, but it's completely dead. The game was just a background from my modding addiction. I haven't touched that save in months. I think about starting over with a fresh install, but I'm honestly worried I'd just do it again, that the itch would come back. I trained my brain to see problems instead of just enjoying the thing in front of me. I took this amazing game and I broke it. I broke my favorite game because I couldn't leave it alone. So, let me know in the comments if you've ever done this.